All right, here's another image. Let's take a look at this, and we're going to go through this rather quickly. We're going to come down here. I'm going to use the Content Aware Move tool, and very quickly, let's go ahead and draw the selection. And what I want to do is center Sarah just a little better in this image. So we're going to pull this over and move, being careful to line up the lines in this image. Let go and let the program do its job. Now keep in mind, again, this is a high resolution TIFF image, 16-bit TIFF image, so this transformation is going to take a while. Now the Content Aware Move tool is a magnificent tool, and it did a great job. So let's go ahead and take a look at the finished product, and I think that you'll be able to see a couple of artifacts down here, one being right here, another one being right here, where things were duplicated, and we need to clean this up just a little bit, and we can do that with the Clone Stamp tool. So let's go ahead and zoom in on Sarah here, and let's fill in this little gap, and we'll use the Clone Stamp tool, and we'll of course increase the size right here. And don't worry about the color in there because I haven't made a choice yet. You hold down the Alt key, and I'm going to choose this area right here, and then come over, and then you can see that you can actually see within the circle how it's going to look. So it gives you kind of a preview as to how that's going to look. So that line was filled in. The other thing we want to do is get rid of the duplication between these two lines. So I'm just going to, this is going to be a very easy change too. So we click on it, and then we just come down and we just paint over it. Now keep in mind, our opacity is 66, so we can blend all this stuff in. And we also want to fix the gap right there, so let's go ahead and choose this area, and then come over and then see the preview? And there you have it. Another use for the Clone Stamp tool. And we're going to fill in this little area right here on the hinge. Click. And then come over. And then I'm going to source from here. And we're just going to cheat a little bit and let that be the way it is, because obviously that's not the focal point of the image, so it really doesn't matter in that little area there. Let's take a look at what the zoomed out version looks like, and that's pretty good. Now here's a use in landscape or wildlife photos that we can use the Clone Stamp tool. Again, let's go ahead and zoom in, and I tracked this bobcat for a good couple of hours and finally got a really great shot of it standing on a log looking for food. But this is a great shot, but this little twig is sticking out is really not making me happy at all. So here's how we're going to solve this problem. Let's zoom in some more. Let's get really tight on that bobcat's chin. Ignore the noise, please, because I was shooting at a 3200 ISO. Let's go ahead and choose the Clone Stamp tool, and it's way too big, so let's bring it down, and it's reflecting the sample in the previous image, so just ignore what's showing there, and we're going to sample from here, and then we're going to come up and just start clicking, and I want this opacity to change to 100%, so we'll go ahead and just start clicking. And you notice that it works really, really well in getting rid. Now we're going to change our source area from here to here, and then I'm going to take a source area from here. So you're constantly changing the source area so that things match up and you avoid duplication of pattern and color. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Move this over just slightly. Let's pull it up. And then we'll take from this area here, and then we'll go around and take from this area here. You notice that it's trial and error. If it doesn't look good, go back, start over, try something else. As with all things Photoshop. We're getting some pattern repetition here, which I don't like, so I want to fill that in just a little bit, but you get the idea. So when we zoom out from it, we can see that we've vastly improved the appearance of that bobcat. Now I will do the same thing with this little twig coming out here, but I think you get the idea of the value of the Clone Stamp tool. And again, I repeat myself throughout this course, practice with it. Don't expect perfection every single time you use one of these tools. Just again, practice, and pretty soon your proficiency level is going to skyrocket, and you're going to be amazed at what some of these things can do.